fucking probably just wanted to sink the fucking ship.
Oh, Mikey, back.
What is this? You know I'm a fucking night out.
I want it in.
I want it out.
I want it in.
Because I live rent-free in his head. See, he's a pathetic loser. He's always been a loser.
I could beat the Devils with Jenks and Lucky Max.
Yeah, because you were making noise at the end. What's up, guys?
I don't think you could beat the Devils with Jenks and Mikey Betts anymore.
I beat the Devils with Jenks and Mikey Betts.
The Devils off to a terrific start. I mean, of course, they played with fire yesterday. Lucky the firemen put it out.
Shout out to Chris, New Jersey firefighter.
I mean,
Well, explain what happened, Frank. Not everybody.
you knew eventually they were going to have to play that the Demon song.
Mike, you could probably grab the clip. I pinned it on my Twitter.
All right, let me find it.
The last night, Frank's at the Devils game with a firefighter from New Jersey. And then what went up on the Jumbotron?
They had this thing where a devil was trying to talk lyrics, and they said, and you know, you can tell right away. And then all of a sudden they had to guess what the lyrics were from. Is it from Pink Pony Club? And then they started playing this song. So I'm just going, oh God, here we go. And then just as I'm doing that, he put the camera on me.
And I noticed Chris, the fireman, he comforted you, and then he extinguished the curse. And honestly, probably saved Mikey Betts' life, because there were a lot of rumors that Mikey was involved in getting that done at Prudential.
Me?
Yeah, probably.
There's a list of suspects, Mikey, and you're the only one on it. So yeah.
I mean, wow, I can't believe that.
Also, the timing earlier in the day, I believe Mikey announced a Mikey Militia, which I would love to hear more about.
Yeah, what's going on with Mikey Militia?
I don't know. People said I need to make an army, and I said I'm already in an army. I can't make an army, but I can add to it, and I can create a militia. So
is he allowed to bear arms with a militia under Fleming rule?
I think I'm the only one that bears arms in real life. In this,
we know you bear arms. We're talking about your militia.
Oh yeah, my militia cannot. Yeah, they could bear arms. Yeah, they could bear arms. 100%.
We might be throwing a revolution, but we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
This is like when the Spaniards and the Mayans got together to beat the Aztecs, Frank. That's all.
The Spaniards.
They're Spaniards.
Yeah, not too well in the end for the Aztecs, though.
Exactly. We're not the Aztecs. We're the Mayans and the Spaniards.
You're more of a Viking.
Yeah, well, I didn't work out too well for the Mayans either.
No, the Mayans became the
Nothing's
Spaniards.
worked out very well for any civilization in the history of time. They all eventually collapse, but that's history for the day. So, Frank, what are the Devils doing well? Give us some substance here.
One thing I like is that some of the additions. Connor Brown has last year it was like the top two lines was all you could get anything out of. Now the Devils actually have a third line that's actually doing well. Fourth line, fourth line is whatever, but Connor Brown has been good. Their penalty.
What's he doing well specifically?
Just playing like a good defensive like hockey. He has shorthanded goal. He has a couple assists.
All right.
And just see, you're always gonna have your top two lines. Your top two, the most important lines. This is the Jack line. This is the Heischer line. The Brat. You'll see Timo Meyer. All your best players up on the top two lines. Then you'll have like that third line. You need a good third line. And last year, third line was bad. Third line for the Devils was bad last year. I mean, they are moving people in and out of the third line. Dawson Mercer had a terrible year last year. Dawson Mercer's actually played pretty well this year.
So the depth is much better.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of things, I feel like this, and obviously we're still very early, but this start for Jack, I don't remember the last time I felt this kind of momentum from him.
Yeah, he's got 6 goals. Missed a shot. He had a chance to get another goal yesterday, but did get an assist, I believe.
He hit the pipe a couple times too, right?
Yeah.
He's all over it.
The Minnesota Wild didn't have to. The Devils were playing back-to-back games, and the last couple of years, back-to-backs was an automatic loss. Automatic loss in the second game of the back.
I remember that.
And they played in Toronto on Tuesday. Played really well. Started Nico Dawes, who played really well yesterday, and the Wild were flat. The Wild looked like the team that was playing the second of a back-to-back, and they actually played Monday night and spanked the Rangers.
If there's one thing that sets Frank off, well, there's many things, but one of the things that really sets Frank off is if he goes to see one of his teams in person and they come out flat and they don't have good body language. This man goes nut. So I'm glad it was the other team.
Yeah, but the Devils the Wild goalie kept them in the game. So the Devils were like getting good shots off, getting good play. And one thing that's been particularly strong is the penalty kill. The Devils have so far allowed one goal on a power play.
And do you think there's a change in coaching strategies of personnel?
I think they brought in like a couple of new assistants, but Connor Brown's helped a lot with that. Connor Brown has helped a lot with that. That's another thing what Connor Brown's helped with. They had Nathan Bastian was on the team last year. He's fourth liner. They have Glenn Denning this year, and they have this Russian guy, Russian rookie, Artemy Gritsuk, and you just giving him energy. He scored his first career goal yesterday. He had his first career.
Sorry, I had to. I'm sorry.
That was your most like geopolitical.
I texted you on the side, Jenks. I said that soundbite is going to be a problem.
It's already a problem. And then Frank, one last question on the Devils, and then I'll let Mikey talk and shut the fuck up. But how has it been going to games so far? You've gone with 2 firefighters, 1 police officer. It was actually his 22nd year anniversary being in the line of duty. The Devils are undefeated. Dom LaGreca has taken over the call. They're undefeated at home with LaGreca on the mic and you with the first responders. But how has it actually been getting to know these guys?
Well, it's been nice. It's been nice. I think it's been a very good. I think it's been a great endeavor. I think it's worked out excellently.
Love that. And they're cool guys, right?
Yes.
So we're also inviting all these, and if anybody's watching this, any New York, New Jersey, we don't care where you are. If you're a first responder, we don't have unlimited tickets, obviously, but you're always welcome to come by the office, quick little tour, and then come for the walk with me and Frank. Yeah. So we just want to show all you guys as much love as possible. The response has been incredible. It's been really great.
Yeah, this guy plays for the New Jersey firefighter team too.
And honestly, if Frank's going to lose his shit and go completely ballistic, a firefighter or a police officer, these are the most equipped, trained professionals in the world. They run into the fire. So shout out Chris again last night and the other guys that have gone and all the others that are going to go.
And the Devils and like I said, the Devils haven't had an easy schedule so far. I mean,
you were freaking out that they got fucked and the opening schedule was going to kill them.
I mean, the opening schedule. I mean, their first 2 home games were against the teams that have been to the last 2 Stanley Cup finals.
And weren't their first 2 games road games?
3 games were on the road. And they had to go to Carolina. And that's what their loss. They lost to Carolina, and Carolina.
They're good.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Tampa, who's won Stanley Cups recently. That was their second game. Now Columbus is not that good, and Minnesota's okay. Minnesota is kind of a bubble playoff team, but Toronto, they're one of the top teams in the NHL. They're top offense. Friday's a game they can't let up on. Friday's a game it concerns me a little bit because of just how it's a game where you're concerned about the letdown because the Sharks absolutely suck. And then they have a home and home against the Avalanche. They have to play Sunday afternoon at home at the Prudential Center. Then they go to Colorado to begin a road trip Tuesday night. And Colorado might be one of the best teams in the NHL.
And we got another person set up for tomorrow night.
Yeah. So and those are the games those games concern me. And they get because the Devils should beat the Sharks. They should kick the Sharks' ass. The game shouldn't even be close. But then when you have that one game against a shitty team, and you have home and home against an elite team like the Avalanche, in every sport, there's always that friggin' where you might just let up, and that game concerns me.
And Friday, you're going with another firefighter.
So that's the good.
There's bad.
I have something, Mikey, of you in uniform, please. So anytime Mikey Betts is on the yak, if I'm not walking with Frank or in the middle of a call or anything, I try to tune in and watch my boy, because it's been incredibly validating for me. And special shout out to Brandon Walker, who has specifically brought it up multiple times, that Mikey is finally being recognized for the anomaly that he is.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
And that I am the one that is surrounded by such special people. But more specifically, so thank you, Brandon, for that. Just made me feel very good.
Brandon owes me his fucking life.
I know you don't watch the yak because you're so busy in the middle of the day with all your walking and yelling and whatnot. Did you happen to hear the story about what Mikey Betts was doing when he was around 10, 11 years old on the playground?
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that?
You were a demon child.
Can I give my piece on what actually happened?
Okay, pissing on the side is like 6.
It was a prank, Frank. I tried to get my friend to go down it, but his mom caught me before. So she's like, "You just peed on."
Yeah, well, that is not the prank you do when you're 11. That's a little.
It was probably like 9. My mom is exaggerating. I was probably 9. But also, real quick, I had to go down the slide to hide my pee. So I went down the slide and got pee all over my back and my shorts to hide that I actually peed, so she didn't get mad at me. So my friend, I pranked myself by pissing on it, and then I had to hide it. So I went down the slide and covered it up.
So when your mother approached, you wanted to like cover up the liquid itself?
My friend's mother, yeah.
Oh, so you did it with the friend's mother there?
Yeah, and then I sat on their couch.
Yeah, so not a demon child, just not exactly a prodigy.
I'm a living prodigy right now. I got to live and tell that story. That's crazy. So there we go. Yeah, I'll never call my mom on the yak again. She was not supposed to say that story.
Yeah, somebody clip that and send it to Big Cat. You'll probably be calling your mother later today on that.
Yep. You open the door.
Mikey Militia over here thinks he's swinging a little bit of a.
I might have to delete my dad's number, so I don't have to call my dad either, because that'll be a problem.
You did the good. I guess that's kind of the bad and now the ugly.
Let's do the ugly.
Miami has the Dolphins, the world's worst football team. They can't take the ball anywhere because everyone is bad. They can't stop anyone in the air or on the ground. And when you say Miami, you're talking dysfunction. Yesterday, Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are fucking joke. Oh, Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. There must be a lot of blackmail there. This is the most dysfunctional team in the NFL. It's not just bad. It is dysfunctional. You have a coach.
Not only in character.
That is like
Mr. McDaniel. How are things going?
It's cool here, we're having fun, it's been a great day, man. I think he's moved on to something else.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
But man, we got the vibes here. Sometimes aren't that good because we're kind of losing. It's kind of like it's got that ball. We got the and we got to get the down to the field, and on defense. We got to make the stop them from running because it is hard sometimes when the pontifications of football are pontificated on the field, and the field is not shaped in our direction. And then meanwhile, you got Tua. I'm too small. I can't see my receivers. I mean, the signs are there. The CTE signs are there. I mean, he's
which is not funny, and which we've always been consistent. I think he should retire.
He has
live his best life.
He had one game where he said that no matter what, he has his family to greet him. Then he comes out and he throws his teammate on the bus, and he apologizes for throwing his teammates on the bus. Now he says he's having trouble seeing the receivers.
Frank, I honestly don't think we need I don't think you need to prove or give examples of anything. I think we've all seen Tua get slammed in the head enough times to know, for his own health, he should probably just maybe go into coaching or something.
But and then you got Chris Greer, and then the owner comes out basically says, "I don't see any reason to make a change." I mean, this Mr. Magoo looking motherfucker. I mean, Mr. fucking Magoo. The Dolphins are owned by Mr. fucking Magoo. I'd rather be owned by Mr. fucking Magoo, Stephen fucking Ross, the worst fucking owner in sports. You know, they're going to play the Falcons this week, and they're going to get their asses. Absolutely, they're going to get spanked by the fucking Falcons. It's not even going to be close. That kid's going to be screaming at the end of the first quarter, "Stop, stop, stop." They're already dead. John Robinson might actually rush for 300 fucking yards. He might rush for 300 fucking yards. Tua's going to throw a couple of interceptions. It's not even going to be close. And they have they actually have to play next Thursday night, day before Halloween.
When do they play the Jets again?
December.
That'll be a showdown of epic proportions.
Oh, at the Meadowlands?
Oh my God, it's going to be just a face.
That's going to be. I'm actually hoping.
What do you think? Like 2-0?
2-0. I'm hoping that it's like
it'll be a fumble touchback that wins the game.
I hope that on December 7th, I think that's the day the game's being played. I hope that we have either just absolutely shitty freezing rain, snow. I hope we have the worst weather possible for that game.
I would rather go lay in 7th Avenue than go to MetLife for that game.
I tell you what, though, I think Miami fans, after they play the Falcons, after they play the Falcons, they have next Thursday night. They're playing a home game against the Ravens. I think the Dolphins fans need to not show up. Empty stadium day.
It's funny, you never see it, but sports is the one thing where if the fans all got organized and just completely stopped going to games, the owner would have to do something.
The
owner would have to do something.
The second straight year, I'm not going down to Miami to go see the Dolphins play.
You're losing Frank's money, and he always buys dumb shit when he's there too. Money right out of your pocket, Steven.
I'm not going to a Dolphin game this year.
And that's not a threat. That's a consequence.
Change is needed. You can't keep running the same GM for 10 years. This guy's been in the organization for 25 years total. Greer has got to go. McDaniel has got to go. And where the trade starting? Start trading people. Get these draft picks. The team is a mess. And they try to even oh, we can fix this. No, you can't fix this. This can't be fixed. It has to be torn down to the roots. You know, if you bring in a new GM, a new coach, and you know what, and they're bad next year, if they go 2-15, that's fine. It's fine. You're rebuilding. You got a plan. You got to start rebuilding. Like the Titans, I think the Titans gave their coach a raw deal, but they're rebuilding. They're rebuilding, but I can't stomach another season with Chris Greer.
So we pretty much cover that every week. So I think we transition quickly to Mikey, who's living in his glory. Are the Bears back?
The Bears are back 4 games in a row. Probably going to get smoked by the Ravens if Lamar comes back, though. So we'll see. I mean, I think we're going to go 4-3. We'll be 4-3 by the end of the week. I don't think we're going to win. But
what's your confidence level when you guys go up against? Because I feel like the last couple of weeks you haven't. Correct me if I'm wrong. But when you go up against the top tier teams, do you feel like you can compete with them?
Do you think Jaden Daniels is not top tier anymore? Did that change this year?
They've been ravaged by injuries. They've had injuries to the.
I'm just asking a genuine question.
Yeah, no, more on that end. Like if they were having a good year, I would consider that.
So when the Bears were ravaged by injuries that game as well, when they had 6 other starters out, did that make a difference?
This is a scorned fan. You're getting so defensive when I'm literally.
No, I'm just asking. No, I'm just asking.
Have they played a top team this year?
If you count the Commanders, yeah, they played the Lions.
Commanders record.
3-4.
Yeah, not a top team. So
the Commanders are ravaged by injuries.
Would you count the Ravens as a top tier team? Even
I'm not saying they can't. I'm asking because I don't watch tons of Bears games. In your opinion, like when you just said you thought the Ravens would smoke them with Lamar, that surprised me.
The Bears are doing well on their own. There's no need to even
we have like too many injuries right now. Like we can't keep our players on the field right now, and we're still winning games, which is really good. But we're not going into the Ravens game healthy. So
the Ravens need to win. They've had Lamar Jackson's missed last 2 games. Actually got hurt in the Chiefs game, and they're reeling at 1-5. They can turn it around. They can turn it around. I believe they can turn it around.
Did you see their schedule? They can win the next 12 games.
Yeah, they've had a tough schedule. I mean, they've had to play the Bills. They've had to play the Rams, who are decent enough. They had to play the Chiefs. They've had a murderous schedule.
I will say this, though, because this comment just came up. The problem with Caleb is he doesn't like making the easy play. He likes to make everything difficult. I do agree with that, which is fine because he does make the hard plays work sometimes. I feel like every time he tries to roll out, I mean, I love Caleb. Like I love him. This team reminds me of an old Bears teams where the defense just got turnovers and it's crazy and the offense just needs to withhold. But the difference is you can see that Caleb is a good quarterback. So he just needs to
you definitely say, yeah, you can see Caleb Williams has potential.
This is his third offensive coordinator in a year and a half, and he's
loyal to him, Mikey. So credit to you. I also think if I'm a fan, I would much rather my quarterback need to adjust making safer plays opposed to my quarterback being scared of making.
Ben Johnson.
It's kind of like Jackson Dart, who's been terrific for the Giants so far.
He's like a wild man.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not. And meanwhile, the Bears' former quarterback, Justin Fields, is woo.
Woody Harrelson, or whatever the fuck his name is, Woody Johnson.
Woody Harrelson.
You hear what he said?
Well, we have a lot of celebrity owners in the NFL. Yeah. We have Woody Harrelson owning the Jets, and of course, the Jaguars owned by Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. To the fire. I will say though,
and what's funny is there's like multiple clips of him calling
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Mad Dog gives zero fucks.
I mean, it's more disrespectful to Shaka Khan, Chicago legend, who is one of the greatest R&B singers of all time. So, shout out to her; she's the best.
Now, the NBA is starting off. Nice win by the Knicks, and
real quick. I did want to say one last thing about the Bears because you asked me the thoughts, and I didn't get to it. I don't think they're great. I don't think they're bad anymore. I think we're just good now. Like I think we're just good.
That's right.
And I'm fine with being just good because we've been bad for a while.
Well, if you guys go in and beat one of the top teams, then you can feel even more confident.
Now, Joey Shea, sorry to say that we will not be doing the Saints Board update today. We did them during the live stream on Tuesday night.
And the reason is they're at Frank's apartment and Frank's in the office today, and we're recording a Frank Walks today. The only other thing from the weekend that I just wanted to point out from NFL, I could not believe Frank picked the Titans when Vrabel was going back to fucking hell to ask them. That was the easiest pick of my life.
I honestly thought that would be a game where it would be close and tight like the first half was. I thought the Patriots would win, but I thought they'd win by maybe 4 points.
Vrabel, shout out Vrabel.
I thought they'd win the game by 4 points.
The least shocking cover I've ever seen.
And it was so close that the first half they were in the game. They actually had to lead, and then
boom. The problem is though, Frank, is second half adjustments. Once you get second half adjustments, Mike Vrabel is the king of it. I thought that they were going to have a bigger lead, and I mean the coach for the Titans is just ass. The interim head coach.
Well, he's an interim coach.
The whole
That's
thing.
what I said,
Yeah.
I don't. The Titans get the interim coach bounce.
It always happens. It always happens. I didn't think they were going to win the game. I thought they were going to keep it close, and they did keep it close until the second half adjustments happened.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it was the easiest bet to do.
Nick's off to a good start. They won their first game yesterday. When how many players are out? Load management on opening night.
So it actually turns out they're both serious injuries, and they don't know how long Hart or Robinson are going to be out, it sounds like. With that said, it was extraordinary to see a new coach, Mike Brown, who's obviously been around the block, actually use the bench. And my doorman said to me, man, the Knicks are much deeper this year. And I smiled and I said, no, they're just playing more players. They actually had the same amount last year. So it's good. It's a good sign early on. Now, with that said,
well, I have Josh
NBA
Hart on one of my fantasy teams. He said he's supposed to come back on the 24th.
I think it's moving around now. The NBA tip-off night, NBA and NBC, I thought it was good. It was amazing seeing Jordan, him telling that story about shooting a free throw and how he didn't want to fuck up in front of those little kids. He's such a competitor. With all that said, we got some news this morning.
We got to know when to hold them. Oh, boy. Know when to fold them. Know when the FBI is around to watch. You better not bet with those mafia gamblers, because if you do, your NBA career is going to go down the drain. Yes, Chauncey Billups. I guess he's coached his last game.
I don't know why you're smiling. This is terrible.
It is terrible. The NBA might be in a mess.
Mike?
You got.
I mean, we've had. By the way, that who was the guy for the Raptors last year that got caught? I forgot his name already. But they think this has ties to that, and that several more players and NBA officials could be involved.
I also just read, LeBron's buddy all those years, Damon Jones. He just got arrested too in connection to it somehow.
I will say LeBron's definitely not in it because he's partnered with us in DraftKings, so I don't think he's illegally.
No, but it's crazy. Damon Jones, he hasn't played for a long time. This thing has a big scope.
This is my prediction. What's going to happen with this? If it turns out being really ugly, and a lot of players go down, who's going to take the fall?
Adam Silver. They're going to finally get rid of him.
This will be the end of Adam Silver.
They'll finally have an opening.
This is going to be the NBA to fix it will have to fire. If this is really widespread and encompassing, Adam Silver cannot survive.
I mean, it'll be the biggest scandal in the NBA if you find out. Look how big Tim Donahue was, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
Look how big that was in the 90s.
And David Stearns was strong enough to withstand it.
What the leagues, basically, all of them, I bet, already have, and this is probably how guys are going to be getting caught, are feds that are working within organizations, working within franchises that, they're just sting operations.
I mean, baseball has its issue with Emmanuel.
These guys just got to stay the fuck away from any gambling. And
baseball has its issues with Emmanuel Clase, who should have learned that he should have blamed his interpreter. Could have been blamed.
I was going to say, if you're going to say baseball, you got to open and end with Shohei, and just
also
everyone turns a blind eye to what happened there.
Yeah, well,
they
said that Emmanuel Clase, the best closer in baseball the last 2 years until he got suspended in August, until he got put on administrative leave in August. He's been the best closer in baseball for the Cleveland Guardians over the last 2-3 years. He's done. He'll never play another major league game again. He's going to be put on the Pete Rose list because they said the evidence is overwhelming that his career is likely over.
I hope Don Mattingly wins the World Series.
Good. Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball.
Yeah.
Okay, Blue Jays.
And Chris Bassett too. Don't forget about Chris Bassett.
Chris Bassett.
You see, if you do Frank walks, good things happen.
Also, shout out Shohei Ohtani.
Maybe if someone opens the door and says, "Hey, go for a walk," maybe that would help turn things around in Queens.
That's Frank inviting Steve Cohen on a walk for anybody that doesn't speak Lamentia.
Thank you. I'm not gonna show that comment actually. But yeah, Shohei shout out Shohei for not being able to speak English and getting out of gambling until he sees a hot broad and then speaks the most perfect English you can ever hear. Like it was crazy. Did you guys see that clip of Shohei just speaking perfect English to a hot girl?
No.
You know the crazy thing about
It's insane.
you know the crazy thing about Japan?
Phony. What?
You know the crazy thing about Japan? And we got to get do our picks right after this.
Yeah, we got to get moving.
We got to do our picks real fast. The crazy thing about Japan is people in Japan know a lot of English because it's like Spanish in high school classes. They're like second language program taught in schools is English.
It's true in a lot of countries.
But but Japan, they kind of encourage like students to learn English.
Most Europeans speak English, despite Mikey trashing them all because
they do speak English, and then they refuse to respond to American tourists because they're fucking terrible.
Well, if you're wasted and yelling at everyone.
All right, want to do our picks?
Yeah.
Fucking stupid ass Europeans.
Let's do our picks. You don't need to.
Fucking dorks.
I'll tell you one thing about the Mikey Militia. They will certainly take up arms against Europe.
They need to eradicate Europe and just make it.
All right.
Keep Italy. Keep Italy. Keep Italy.
We got the unnamed show beginning in a few minutes, so let's do our picks.
All right, Mikey.
Rutgers -2.5, UCLA +25.5, SMU -3, Bowling Green -7, Missouri +2.5. I don't have Mike's picks. I don't have his picks.
Okay, I'll go. Toledo.
Mike's picks will be shown on his graphic.
+1.5. West Virginia for Angry Ed +15.5. Troy for Troy -8.5. Michigan for the Boss -14.5. ASU for Logan -7.
All right. I might be bruising for losing here.
You mean cruising for a bruising?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking LSU +2.5. If Brian Kelly loses this game, I think he'll be talking over with the former Florida coach.
I hope he gets a job in Illinois and then gets a really good Midwestern accent. I hope he just keeps like chameleoning away around the country.
I like so I'm taking LSU +2.5. I'm taking
no, Rozier did not do Frank Walks. Shooter McGavin. That's a funny question.
I'm doing Oklahoma.
It's ridiculous.
I'm doing Oklahoma -4.5, and I'm fading you on one pick. I am taking
motherfucker.
I am taking Michigan State +14.5.
Loyalty means nothing.
I don't think that Michigan's gonna lose, but I think that's gonna be an 8-point game. And I am taking an opposite pick on Mikey. Rutgers sucks.
Yep.
I'm taking Purdue +2.5.
All right.
And I'm honoring our men on the seas. Navy -15.5.
There's women too, just for the record.
Men and women on the seas.
Yeah,
well,
I'm just saying. All right, NFL, Mikey.
NFL. I got the 49ers +1.5, the Steelers +3, the Browns +7, the Bills -7. And do I have to take the Bears pick this week, Frank, or could I pick something else?
yes.
Why would you not have to? Why would you not have to, Mikey?
Just because I wanted to take something else.
Oh. Yeah, no, trust. I hate the Patriots are tough to pick every week. Take your time.
Bears +6.5. I know it's just gonna lose, but that's all right.
Okay, I'm taking the Bills minus. This week I'm really focusing on just trying to pick on bad teams where there's mismatches. So I think the Bills -7 at the Panthers. I think Flacco at home against the Jets will win by more than 6.5. I'm going to take the Browns. Sorry, I didn't write down the number, but they're getting points. I think it's 7 at New England. That was the toughest one for me to pick. The Browns have been keeping a lot of games close, so I want to
got a good defense.
They have very good defense. 49ers +1.5 at the Texans, and then Bucks -4.5 at the Saints. I don't mind laying points on the road when you got Baker going up against the Saints.
All right, you ready for mine? I am taking the Atlanta Falcons -7.5.
Oh.
They're playing the Dolphins.
I know. You're fucked every which way.
I am taking the Bengals -6.5. I think the Giants, after that collapse last week, and the fact that they beat the Eagles once already, I think the Eagles are going to absolutely just wreck the Giants in Philadelphia.
Saquon breakout game.
Everyone break up. -7.5 for the Eagles. I love the Steelers this week. +3.5. Aaron Rodgers going against the Packers for the first time.
Oh, it's.
I love the Steelers. Just beating the Packers up. I love the Steelers.
Do you love the Steelers?
Hate the Steelers.
Okay.
And Monday night, we'll be streaming Monday night here in New York. By the way, I am taking the Kansas City Chiefs -12.5 against an absolutely banged up and injury ravaged Commanders team.
Tomorrow we're gonna have Frank Walk's drop episode with Pat Bev, and they do a lot of
NBA preview.
And talking about Pat Bev's career, I'll give you one hint. For example, because I do research, and Mikey does research for Frank before these walks. Pat Bev has had an incredible career all over the world. He once played in the Ukraine and won a Ukrainian dunk contest. But when I brought it up, he was like, "Yeah, they're all 6 feet tall and white," which I thought was really funny. But Pat Bev has won a dunk contest. Guy's got range. Anything else, Mikey?
Nothing from me. I will say though, since we were talking about the Steelers, Chauncey Billups probably is going to be cheering for them because of the Renegade song. Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life of the long arm of the. I don't know the rest of it. Anyways. He's gonna.
Hangman has got him down on the gallows, and they don't have very long.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah, they are. Yeah, Sticks. Everybody loves Sticks. Everybody from Chicago loves Sticks. Tomo arigato, Mr. Roboto. All right, Ask the Tank. Drop them in the question. We only got 5 minutes before our name show, so drop those. Shameless plug by me. Make sure you guys tune into the Stretch Pod on Monday or Tuesday, whenever it comes out. I'm giving a Chicago Bulls preview, so make sure you guys check that out. And that's about it. So Ask the Tank. Start dropping your questions in the chat, and we'll see what we do. The gig is up. The news is out. Frank, thoughts?
Because it's far away from us.
Frank, thoughts on the WBC next year, and we need the Frank the Tank action figure.
That Frank the Tank action figure, that thing is great. I love that thing. I think it would be. If you ever saw the movie your brother made about the Cabbage Patch Dolls, I think that type of demand would be done if they actually made a Frank the Tank action figure. They'll be fighting in the stores. It'll be they do a sequel to Jingle All the Way. It would be the in-demand action figure of the Christmas holiday.
I can't believe you remember my brother made a documentary about the Cabbage Patch Kids. That is unbelievable.
Really? Cabbage Patch Kids?
He doesn't know half the people's names in the office. He remembers that.
Well, it's a fun fact. World Series amount of games, Frank? How many games? How many games?
Dodgers in 5.
Who's your favorite? What's your favorite horror movie?
The Exorcist.
Okay, great. Who will sign?
Omen's great too. Omen's great too. The original Omen.
Who will sign Tyler Lockett? The Shanghai Sharks. The Shanghai Sharks.
That's not correct, and just
How was that? How's Shanghai? How's that?
Talk about it after. We're good. All right. What else we got?
I bet Lockett signs with the Raiders. I don't think we have much else.
Again, just big shout out to Brandon Walker for connecting the dots.
What's with all this Tyler Lockett talk?
Frank, also I found a soundboard that like whenever you go on a rant, I'm gonna drop this one.
Dingle bongle, dingle dangle, yickety doo, yickety da, ping pong, lippy tappy toota.
That's how all your rants sound. So that's the new soundboard.
I can't even hear it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. When he's ranting, I can't hear anything but the rant.
Dingle bongle, dingle dangle, yickety doo, yickety da, ping pong, lippy tappy toota. Bingle bongle, dingle dangle,
I think that's what Frank hears when we're like telling him something important, but he's focused on the Mets. Like that's literally probably what's going in your head. You're like, why are they just speaking gibberish? I'm trying to get something out.
Mikey Betts profiling.
That was great, Mikey. Great poll.
Frank, last question. Is the new phone in? Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Ding dong. It's history. History.
I gotta get switched up. Probably have to go to the Apple store to get the SIM put in. But it's here.
Today's the day. We're going to try to shift everything over today. So if there's ever a time to pray, it's right now. Anything else, guys?
I think that's it. Tune into the Unnamed Show. It's about to start. And I think that's it for us.
You still have to go to the Apple store to get some accessories, get the cover.
Mikey, if this whole thing at Barstool doesn't work out, you could totally just be a sound effects guy anywhere. You have a gift, my friend. You have a gift.
All right. I'll see you guys next week. Love you guys.